Listen, please. For quite a few years, rock climbing has been popular in Britain, and an increasing number of women are taking up this sport. Today, you are going to meet a 23-year-old rock climber and teacher who lives in Shrimpton, Yorkshire, in the north of England.
Dalvi, I know that you've been climbing for quite a few years now, and you're an ardent climber. How did it all start?
Well, my first experience of climbing came when I was still at school. I was living in Coventry then, and the school used to do day trips to the Peak and the Lake Districts. It was a big thing when you lived in the city to get out in the country.
Did everybody go climbing then?
No, not at all. We just went walking. And then a teacher took us on a scramble, moving over rocks and using our hands to help us, you know. Then he took only a small group of us rock climbing. We were all girls. The guys were interested in other sports. I didn't have another sport that I was into at that time.
And that got you hooked on climbing?
Oh no, I found it really frightening. I didn't like it at all. I went again though. Another school teacher belonged to a climbing club and took us along. That was the real taster. I felt more confident and became more interested. But it wasn't really until I moved to Huddersfield to study that I decided to take up rock climbing. You see, there was a sports centre with an indoor wall.
So you can do rock climbing indoors, can you? Is it very expensive then?
No, it isn't expensive. Not initially, at least. All I bought was a pair of second-hand climbing boots and a second-hand harness, to stop you from falling, that is. There's no rope as you climb up. Then you jump and land on a crash mat. You see, I didn't get a rope for a while, as that's the most expensive piece of equipment. You can't buy them second-hand, as you don't know their history. They just might have some hidden weakness in them. Really, ropes should be changed every 3 to 5 years to ensure they're reliable and safe.
Yes, I can see that. Did you do a lot of climbing indoors then?
No, not really. You see, I met my boyfriend Peter while climbing at the centre. It's a really good way to meet people, as everyone's usually friendly. And at that time, it wasn't very common to find a female by herself climbing. Peter is one of the top climbers and really positive. Of course you can climb that grade. It's not very steep, he'd say. So it helped me to try harder things. And it meant we could go out climbing together. I've learnt a lot just watching him.
Please answer the questions for part 1.